All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. Lord's will, this will be edifying to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rakakwadash. All right, we are the brothers at GMS Solemn Assembly, which is located in Rochester, New York. I'm the brother Gabar, and I got the two brothers with me.
I'm the brother Marar.
I got Krataza.
Salakia.
All right.
Hey, Shalom.
Audio's good. All right. Audio's good. So through the spirit, Thawadi Abashim Shai, we're doing another biblical current event, which this is volume 11. All right. And this lesson is going to be based around, charity, the brotherhood. Okay. And pretty much building the sheep up spiritually and mentally to be able to deal with the prophecies that we're prophesizing about, because we speak about the famines, we speak about the destruction, we speak about the things coming for the wicked. All right, now we also need to speak about and put on what's for the elect, okay? Because the destruction isn't to destroy the elect, but to deliver them. The famine isn't to starve out the elect, but to feed them. You see, the destruction coming is for these wicked people, okay? So we're going to bring out some scriptures. Lord's will, this is going to be edifying, to the sincere sheep. And I'll get Acts first. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. We're going to start with Acts. All right, so this is Acts 14. Just give me a second. We got the comment board on. All right, so this is Acts 14 and 21. That's what we're going to start with. Acts 14 and 21. Okay. This is Acts 14 and 21, and it reads, and when they had preached the gospel to that city, like we do now, we're preaching the gospel, we're preaching prophecy, okay? It says, and had taught many, they returned again to Lystria and to Iconium and Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples, you see, because the disciples, all right, are Yahushai's sheep. And it says, and exhorting them to continue in the faith. So as we bring out biblical current events of prophecy, we also are exhorting you to continue in the faith with these prophecies, because a lot of people are going to fall, they're going to flutter, they're going to fail, they're going to be dismayed. So not only are we giving you a prophecy through the spirit, we're building you up to be able to handle these prophecies, okay? And it says, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So you have to understand that you are going to go through tribulation. You are going to be tested. You are going to be tried. But don't count it as you're going to be counted out. The Lord's putting you through the hour of temptation so you can have a testimony that through your faith, you overcame the temptation. You see, that's what this thing's about. Don't be afraid when the famine comes, the destruction, the martial law, the troops. Understand we've been given the right tools and things we need to overcome these things. Brothers, got anything? Yeah. Put that on silent, Baba Kasha. Is it good?
Yeah.
All right. The water. Okay. All right. You got something, Krataza?
The book of Sirach 2 and verse I'll start from the top.
Yeah.
And go down to verse 5. Sirach 2 and verse 1, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right. And we're getting ready to enter what? The hour of temptation. Okay. Because we can pull up articles like we always do. All right. But through the spirit, our spirit's on speaking directly to the sheep of biblical current events and how you are to handle that. Okay. We can tell you all day if famine's coming. Mm-hmm. But what we want to do in the spirit is feed you what's been written for all of us, what we need to do when these things happen. Okay. So read that again.
Yep. Sirach 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right. Like you're tempted now. You're tempted now because there's certain things you could get tempted on the Sabbath. You could get tempted, with certain wickedness. But ultimately, the temptation is going to come through prophecy. Okay. Major prophecies are unfolding before our very eyes. Okay. But remember, the Lord died for us. Mm-hmm. No greater love is this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. And you applying wisdom makes you a friend of Yahweh Bashmel Shai. All right, keep going.
Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Now that's a high level scripture because it's in your spirit when trouble comes. Baba Kashai, Yahabashimashai, help me. But if the Lord doesn't at a beck help you, then it's up to you to apply wisdom and say, and faith. Okay, that must mean that there's something the Lord wants me to learn here. If the Lord ain't getting you out of a situation right at that very moment, like he can, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, immediately he protected them for the fire. So right now, if we're in the fire and you feel the heat and you're not being delivered immediately, that doesn't mean the Lord ain't with you. That means the Lord he wants you to learn something from this situation. He's giving you a testimony. He's making you apply your faith, because you have a lot of Hebrew Israelites that I got this, I got that. You got everything, but are you prepared to handle when you're tempted? Do you have the armor, the helmet, the shield, the sword? You can have all those things, but is it going to help you in the battle? Are you going to be like David, or are you going to be like Goliath? Because Goliath had the biggest shield, sword, and helmet, and he was one of the biggest warriors, but his ass got taken down with the name, just the name. Right. So are you David or are you Goliath?
Verse 3 says, cleave unto him and depart not away.
What's that mean, cleave unto him? All right, am I gonna call on the Lord, or I'm gonna call on a friend? You want to be a millionaire, phone a friend. Mm-hmm. You got to call on the Lord, even in trouble. In trouble, man. The Lord will put you in trouble just to see if you're gonna call on him. Remember the book of Job. So you got to look at these things with a biblical, spiritual standpoint and not an emotional one. Don't take it personal when you're going through some tribulation. Look at it in the spirit of, the Lord's trying me. This is my opportunity to show the Lord that I believe in him. And later on in the kingdom, this is going to be told to my sons. My children are going to be able to read about what I had to go through to get here. How he called on the Lord,
Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at that last end.
Right, like Job. All right, and what was the verse speaking about? Remember the patience of Job, as is written in the book of James. Because we're going through trials and tribulations, we're catching hell, but we're not going through what Job went through. We're not catching such afflictions as Yahushua went through.
Right.
And the Most High is faithful as not to put nothing on us that we can't handle.
Right. Yep. That's a real good point. And that's why it's good to know these things now for the time to come, because you got actual Christians that are going to be complete niggas in Jacob's trouble. The Pastor Mikes, the Sister Nancy's, those that, right? Because see, right now it's easy to be an Israelite.
Yeah.
It's easy to bang a staff and say, that's right, and don't let me forget Khan. Okay? It's easy to call yourself an elder. It's easy to start a camp right now. But when that fire, when that ignition, when you in that furnace, we gonna see if you an Israelite, a man of the Lord, or just another nigga.
Right. It ain't gonna be fun then. It ain't gonna be fashionable then.
Yep. Yep. You got a lot of our people that are trending with Hebrew Israelite. You got a lot of so-called sisters that put the mitri on, they put their hand on their chest. But what you gonna do when it really counts?
Right.
When you really gotta be a sister, when you really gotta be a brother, when you really gotta apply faith.
Mm-hmm. Verse 4, and it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
You can't come in without a mask. You can't come in without it. You got to say, yeah. We not now. Of course, if you got to wear, right now we're saying, but it's concerning with the image, that the bite and then the mark. You gotta take it cheerfully that you are not conforming to that. Or when they say you're losing your job, you're losing your job. You're losing your life for the Lord. It says, he that loses life shall find it. So you got to actually take it cheerful when you can't get in because you got to get this. You can't do this because you got to do that. So don't look at it as a bummer. Look at it as, wow, I'm the only holy one here, while the rest are conforming to follow a multitude to do evil.
Right.
The Lord is putting us through chastisement right now, all right, because he's making us holy. You see?
Verse 4, and it says, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Hey, it ain't fun being in a low estate, but you got to learn the benefits of why you're being put in a low estate. Because what it say? He that exalts himself shall be abased.
Mm-hmm.
So we're abased right now to soon be exalted and be delivered.
Right. It says, "In your patience possessing your souls." So patience is the word of the day.
Yep.
You know, that word is going to be brought out a lot through the spirit, and patience means to what? To
Suffer. Yep.
You know, and if you're being put in the fire, all right, let's say you have some gold, the way to purify that gold is you put it in fire to get out the impurities, the dross, okay, to get all of that stuff out, to cleanse it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but when you're in the fire, it ain't fun.
Nope.
You know, when you're going through hell, when you're being afflicted, when you're being chastened, it ain't fun.
Nope.
You know, suffering ain't fun, man. You know, which is why the Lord, when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, right, what was he doing? He was suffering from hematidrosis, where he actually was under so much, you know, anxiety and, you know,
Stress
and different emotions and stress to where he sweated blood, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that's an actual medical condition where your body's under so much extreme stress that your blood capillaries burst. So what's normally where sweat would be, it was actually blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, these are why these lessons are very important, because you have a lot of teachers that aren't teaching you correctly what you need in the spirit. Okay, we move by the Holy Spirit. So a lot of guys, if all they're giving you and feeding you is Esau, cut, you know, that's not helping you.
Cut and con.
Cut and con is not going to help you when you're lacking bread, you're lacking faith, you have bills, you have trouble in the flesh.
Or what about the demonic attacks?
Yep.
You know, you may have all type of satanic dreams.
Yep.
You know, even thoughts.
Yep.
You know, satanic dreams, negative thoughts, demons of doubt, demon of fear. That's not going to help you.
Nope.
You know, so that's why you have to pray for things in the spirit, such as patience, courage, strength,
Yep.
wisdom.
Yep.
Okay, these are all the things that you need, man.
Yep.
To survive in this wicked ass world, to navigate, man.
Yep.
You know.
5.
Yep. But verse 5, Sirach 2 and verse 5, it says, "For gold is tried in the fire."
So you have to look at yourself as gold.
Right. And what does it say in Isaiah? I shall make a man more precious than gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could have a gold Cuban link chain, but you here it is, you broke as hell, but you look like the dude of what's that? I'm gonna get you suckers.
Yeah.
He had all that.
How do you use the bathroom?
How do you use the bathroom? How you gonna eat with a gold chain on?
Right.
But a man is gonna be able to eat. He's gonna be more precious than that gold chain. You see, because you have the temperance, the patience. You've been suffering. Now you have things to guide you in a very desolate situation, a tribulation, to be able to maneuver in tribulation. These are things that we have to put on and understand. It sucks, but this is going to be for our betterment. You know,
you have to understand that the things that you are going to, they're preparing you for what's coming.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ultimately, how about Shem Yahushua? He's purging us, got us in the fire to build us up for the times to come.
Yep.
So that we can be patient in that day and stable in the mind.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, because you got to look at it look at it on a worldly sense. Look at Tiger Woods and his father, the Williams sisters and their father.
Right.
Like, look at how many times the scriptures speak about a worldly father's chastisement.
Yep.
So how much more the fathers, but using a worldly father's chastisement shows you that it pays off in the end. It may suck getting up at the crack of dawn. It may suck that you got to do this or that. But then when the time counts, you're going to see, wow, that really, I'm glad that I went through that then, so I can be able to handle it now. So a lot of our people aren't being purged or put through chastisement to prepare them for Jacob's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
We're talk about Jacob's trouble, but how much more what spirit you need to be in when you have Jacob's trouble? Because Jake's in trouble.
Yeah, man.
You know, but you can't look at it as you're in trouble. We're serving the Lord with truth and sincerity. But in the midst of your truth and sincerity, you're going to go through bumps, bruises, ups and downs.
And your faith will be tested.
Yep. But you've been given that faith so it can be tested, you know?
Back in Sirach 2 and 5, it says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
Read that one more time.
Yep. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men."
And acceptable men. So you have to realize in this truth, when you're tried, that means I'm acceptable.
Right.
That means the Lord is dealing with me. When I'm getting spiritually beat up, when I can't this and I can't that, Hey, there's things brothers go through, you know, that it's not needful to speak of per se, but understand, hey, we're being tried, man. Okay? It ain't just la la la, I'm going to camp. It's a battle. It's a fight. And we're fighting, but we're also telling you that it's a fight. We're not selling you a pipe dream. We're not giving you sweet. We're also giving you bitter. You need bitter herbs to activate your digestive system. So you need bitters in the spirit to build you, man. Okay? And it says acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And, hey, crowd out. What have I been saying all week? We're in the furnace.
Yeah.
We're in the furnace. You know who's someone good to watch on a carnal level? David Goggins. Okay? Because he gives you that fight. He gives you that fight mindset. You got to have a fighter mindset, man. You can't be weak in the mind. You can't lack confidence. You gotta stay hard. You know what I mean? Right. You gotta actually tap in, man. You gotta tap in to a level that you never knew existed. Yep. Because we've been given something that we didn't know existed. So you're gonna be put through something so you can show your existence while the world is dead. This world is dead. These people are dead. They're gone, man. All they give Jake is effeminate, weak, nasty, worldly mindset. We're being built, pushed to a level, and you know what's heavy? It's always the hardest before it ends. You know, you think it's hard at the beginning. The hardest time is just before it ends. Like Elder Pastor Kabar said, the hardest part of fasting is the last 2 hours, the last couple minutes, the last 10 minutes. You might be looking at the clock, but that's the time where it counts the most. Because you could be like, well, sundown's at 7:20. I'm gonna break it at 7:15. Right. You're at the home stretch.
Right.
You got something, Rar?
Yep. Rev 3:19.
Okay, you got it, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 3:19.
Here, credits out. You read it.
Yep.
Rev 3:19. Yep, I got it on the screen, but you read it when you got it.
All right. Rev 3 and verse 19, and after that, I got a precept.
Okay.
Rev 3:19, and it says, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten.
Go into that.
Yep. I read one more time. As so like Rev 3:19, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. And ultimately that chasten is what? That furnace of adversity. You know, whatever you may be going through, you know, you want to take it cheerfully. You know, that's why Paul said in Romans 8:18, he said, let me get it real quick. Just a precept, man. Back in that. All right. Romans 8:18, he says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time.
Suffering. Mm-hmm. See, there's key words that just stand out. Yep. He said, I reckon the suffering. Do you know you got to suffer? See, a lot of these Hebrew camps, man, when I say Hebrew camps, I'm speaking outside of Great Millstone, clearly. But a lot of these other Hebrews like camps, they don't express the suffering. They don't embrace it. They don't talk, because you know why? A lot of them women would walk away.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not my Jesus. But they give you so much sweet and bitter to lock you in that you don't even realize you're in a grave now.
They don't give you bitter. They give you just sweet.
So y'all got spiritual diabetes. All that sugar.
Yeah.
We say Romans 8, brother?
Yeah, Romans 8:18. Now I'm going to go back to Rev 3:19.
Gotcha.
All right. Romans 8 and verse 18.
I'd like to go into that word suffering.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you read it. I'm gonna look up the entomology just to see.
Yeah, I got you.
Just to see. You got it.
Romans 8:18. It says,
okay.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time.
So Paul was suffering.
That's right.
He was going through it, man. You know,
shipwrecks, beating.
Man.
Do you know that Jake was killing him, man?
Yeah.
And the Roman centurions had to come out and break it up.
Yep.
Other Hebrew Israelites, that's what a lot of these new Jakes that are learning their Jacob, you don't really understand the relationship between Hebrew Israelites and Hebrew Israelites. Okay? You want to talk about an evil eye? There is still an evil eye in the midst of this truth.
Yep.
We are here to be set apart. We are supposed to not have an evil eye. This is why brotherhood was pushed so much in the New Testament, because that curse followed with the Sadducees and Pharisees and wicked scribes. Okay? So you have that now. IUI, now not they didn't have to. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yashai, Bashem Karkadas Brakatah, Wa Brakathum. See, the IUIC drove by camp and they had an evil eye towards us. Yep. They actually didn't even stop. They didn't wave. Not that we need it, but it's crazy. All this shit we go through as a nation, and you have other Hebrew Israelites that know they're Hebrew Israelites in the same city we're in and don't even say nothing. That's an evil eye, bro.
That's niggerish, man. They ain't even want to look our direction, but you know why? Because they look at us as bums.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Because we're in the furnace. See, so we count that all joy, man. All camp last Saturday, we was getting you're going to hell, you're wrong, you're lying, thumbs down. You know, everybody's just, you know, per se shitting on us, and we was happy.
Yeah.
Why would we want some worldly weirdo nigga to acknowledge us? The Lord is separating us, and guess what? To separate, you got to suffer. Okay.
Back in Romans 8 and verse 18, and it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us."
Right. So you got to understand that there's glory coming. When you're, see, what is the Spirit telling? What is the Spirit bringing out? That when the trouble comes, have a mindset past the trouble. Okay. Like you can't be like what Major Payne, when the dude was hurt, he took his mind off it by making him hurt somewhere else. Meaning, when you are feeling pain, when you're feeling suffering, don't tap into that. Look past it. Don't look at the things that are seen. Look at the things that can't be seen, because those are eternal. So when you get a flat tire, you can't pay the bill, you got an ailment. Don't look at that present moment. Look past it. Look at the healing. Look at the glory. Don't focus on the hell. You know. Let's jump back to Rev.
Yep. Back in Rev 3 and verse 19, and it says, "As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten."
And we've all been getting rebuked. All right. When I first came in, hey, I got rebuked a lot. Because why? Look at where we're coming from. Okay. You actually have to become a new person in this generation. You have to be spiritually reincarnated, man. Your pure mind has to be activated. You actually have to believe that you're a man of the Lord. You have to believe that you're set up to serve the Lord. You can't look at the blemishes as who you are. You know, like when you have a stain on the shirt, that ain't you. So what you do, you take that stain off. So you got to do that with your spirit. You can't look at who you were to who you are now. Just like we're not niggas, but we were raised in niggerdom. So we had to put off what we were raised in to be born again, to be raised up as men of the Lord. You know, this is why you get rebuked. This is why you get chastened. You know, keep going.
Being purged.
Yep.
And it says, verse 19, "Be zealous, therefore, and repent."
Yep. Be zealous. Though you fall, get back up. You got to be a fighter.
Yeah.
You got to, man, hell nah, man.
Right.
The Lord's with me.
That's what the Lord likes.
Yeah. You know, hey, the brother got a precept. Let me grab it. The brother.
Shalom.
Yeah,
Shalom.
shalom.
Let
Yeah, let me share it real quick. So the brother posted this. Let me see his statement first. He said, Yahweh Shai even looked past what he had to go through. He thought about the kingdom. That's why he said, you are from beneath.
Right.
I'm from above. I'm thinking about the kingdom. I'm not thinking about this rap album or reality show. I'm not thinking about another Sonetta award. I'm thinking about the kingdom to come. Okay? See? Spiritual temple. Okay?
Right.
We are spiritual temples, and who's our high priest in the temple? Yahweh Shai. That's why it says, do not defile the temple. Yahweh Shai ain't gonna go in no defiled temple. So that's you. You can't be defiled. You can't walk in a defiled state of mind. Yahweh Shai ain't dealing with that. He don't like that. You got to learn what our Lord likes and prefers. That's one of the biggest things I am learning in this truth is, what does the Lord prefer? And if you feel like you're not doing, then pray to the Lord. If there's anything I'm doing that displeases you, take it away from me. Okay? Because I'm being born again. I'm just trying to do what's right. So please help me. You know? I'm gonna read it. Okay. Yep. So can you grab it? He posted Hebrews 12 and 2.
Yep.
Let's get that. And I know Mariah got a precept.
It's the book of Hebrews 12 and verse 2. And it says,
and yes, Hebrews is a book of the Lord.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's something the nigga would say.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Hebrews 12 and verse 2, it says, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith.
The finisher. So it says the race is not given to the swift.
Yeah. Yep.
You see? So you got to look at this as a race. Okay? So pace yourself. Be patient. Be temperate. Because Yahweh Shai, how many times did it say his hour has not come? So he had to wait till his hour was come to die, but he knew he was gonna. He actually knew. That's why he was so stressed. You know how they always kind of say, get it over with?
Right.
You don't think he was on that spirit, but he had to go through it too. You don't think we want the kingdom, man? You sometimes, man, certain days you just want the kingdom so bad that Satan will mess with you to get you there. Satan told Yahweh Shai to kill himself. So you don't think Yahweh Shai say, hey, well, kill yourself, the kingdom will come. We got to deal with it. We want to, hey, I said the other day in the spirit, I never wanted something so bad in my life. So bad in my life, but we got to wait for it. Okay? Because guess what? It's worth the wait.
Right.
You look at prophecies like, come on, man, bring the chip. Stop playing.
Right.
But the hour's not come yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that proves what? Our hour's not come yet. Now we talk about prophecies. We go into prophecy. This whole lesson is based about the prophecies that are about to come. But what we're focusing on in the spirit is what you got to be doing when it comes. Because you ain't gonna be able to click on a video. You ain't gonna be able to say, time out. Let me watch this real quick. You got to get fed now. You got to be built now. The storm's coming. You either built on sand or stone.
Back in Hebrews 12 and verse 2, it says, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Endured the cross. So you got to, in this truth, you got to understand this is a part of the truth, okay? You got to understand, like, look at a football game. A man plays that game knowing that he can either win or lose, but while winning, he could get injured. But even in injury, he still is hoping for the win. So you got to hope for the win, even in a low condition. Don't count yourself out. That's Satan's job. Satan wants to count you out. Counted for the slaughter. You can't count yourself out in this thing. This is a mental battle. That's why it says, those that be seen of men. If you are in this to be seen of men, you're in the wrong position, dude. You know, this is an individual race that you got to run, but understand you got to run it correctly, because we're all doing it. When the camera's off, when the guard, hey, we still doing it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not doing this for likes and views. We're doing it for salvation. You know.
Keep going.
Nah, you got something, Rar?
I got the book of James.
Okay. Call it out, Cause I'll read it.
I got you.
James 1 through 5.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, you can go.
James
1 through 6.
All right.
Oh yeah, and
No,
then
sorry, 1 through 8.
and then what's that? In James 5:10, Job.
Yeah, you gotta get that one. You gotta
Man, hey brothers, this milk. Look at, you're a baby. Look at the milk as breast milk, man. We need this milk.
Mm-hmm.
We need this milk, man. And you know what? Earlier I saw this thing, and I wanna share it with y'all. This mother, she ended up dying, but she died to save her children, and she died by drinking her own urine to give them breast milk so they could live. And you know what the scripture says? Should a woman forget her suckling child? Yeah, but the Father will not forget thee. So if a woman died for her children, how much more Yahweh Shem Shai delivering us, man?
Right. Right.
You gotta take things that are plain and look at them spiritual. Okay, a woman's love cannot be compared to the Father. So I'm bringing that up to show you, like, wow, a woman can, if a woman can die for her children, how much more Yahweh Shai, who already died for us as a nation? You see?
Right.
Embrace these things, brothers, because we about to go into a very serious time, man. Okay, and our people don't know what's coming. You got to understand what you've been given, what you've been open to. All right, Luke 24, Yahweh Shai opened our understanding. You see, sometimes you may feel alone. Sometimes you may feel frustrated. Sometimes you feel like you don't know what to feel like.
Sometimes you feel like you're going crazy. Man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. But you're not. This is all a part of the journey, the long journey. This is all a part of the mission. Don't lose sight of the mission.
It's strange, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm losing my voice and shit, but I haven't had fucking hiccups in who knows long, as soon as the camera cuts on.
Yep.
But that's part of the battle you go through.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So this is James starting at 1. It says, James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. So this is to y'all, brothers and sisters, greetings. Greetings unto you, okay? And this is what we have to tell you in the spirit. We are being led and moved by the Rakak Wadash. Do you know that the Holy Spirit ain't dealing with all our people? Do you know that Yahweh Shai ain't dealing with all our people?
Right.
And guess what? Since he's dealing with you, he's going to test your faith.
Yeah.
He's going to test your faith. I'm dealing with you, though. But what about the... No. I'm dealing with you, okay?
Right.
And it says, my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. You see?
Yep.
So what is this telling you? When you go through something, you have to have the mindset to think outside the box. You have to have the mindset to think in a spiritual and not emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this happening? Not, why is this always happening to me?
Right.
You know, like I remember in the world, this chick, I was with this chick, she got pulled over and she said, why is this always happening to good people? But she wasn't good. She was a wicked person.
Right.
But what do we got to pull from that now? Oh, why is this happening to good people? Because that's your temptation. Because the Lord's dealing with you. How are you gonna get all this glory, glitz, glamour, scepters, rulership, kingdom, thrones, all these things, and you're just gonna waltz in there?
Right.
Hard work pays off. Okay, it ain't hard work looking pretty. Remember Sidney Dean? It's hard work looking this pretty.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's hard work serving the Lord. But embrace that it's hard work, and the Lord is dealing with you to handle hard work. We working over here. We're actually building over here. We're actually being set apart. You got to acknowledge these things. You got to speak these things. You have to embrace the chastisement of the Lord, man, because the Lord is about to bring a serious ass whooping to his people.
Right.
So I'd rather get my ass whooped now than then. I don't want to be, even though we will get labeled with the sinners, but I don't want to be put amongst them for the works I'm doing now. You see? You got it, Chris? Start at 3?
St. James 1, right?
Yep.
All right. St. James 1 and verse 3, it says, knowing this.
So you have to know this. And you know this, man.
That's right.
Didn't I tell you this? Yo, Yahweh Shai rebuked Cleopas. When he rose, bro, we might have to get it. He was like, man, I told you I was going to rise in 3 days. So Yahweh Shai will get mad at us if we don't, like, well, he said he was coming, but he ain't come yet.
Right.
No, bro. No, you got to, it's plain. Sometimes don't let captivity's bullshit and vanity mess up the vision that we've been given.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they say, Satan says that it's too good to be true. That's what Satan tells you. But it's so good that it is true. The true is good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's plain. If Yahweh Shai said he's going to rise in 3 days, you better be, hey, 3 days from now. You see? So if he said these are going to be happening, hey, Yahweh Shai's on his way. You have to know Yahweh Shai's on his way. We always say that over here. Hey, Yahweh Shai's on his way. Yahweh Shai about to perform miracles. We don't come together and be like, man, didn't this happen today? We'd be like, yo, the Lord about to perform miracles, man. There's no way he's going to forsake us.
Right.
There's no way.
We boost each other's faith.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. And in the spirit, we collectively come together and we pour that spirit back out to the sheep.
And that's what it's about, because you have to speak life. You have to speak power, because we have been given power, and that's why Satan goes so hard with your thoughts, because you have power. So speak it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we are princes of power.
You know? Yeah,
right.
man. So proclaim, to know the Lord is with me.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Rebuke Satan.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Stand bold, man. You know? That's what this thing's about. Hey, one thing, and that's another thing too. Like when you look at Christians, you know, what Christianity does is it only shows one side of the Lord, you know, the nice side. But we show all sides.
Right.
The nastiness of the scripture.
Right. But there's nothing wrong if you built up enough. Ain't nothing wrong with reading a Bible verse of the day on a Christian thing, because you now know what that's for. That's for you.
You know how to apply it.
The water. You know how to apply it. So like when they say, what would Jesus do? What would Yahweh Shai do?
Right. What would Yahweh Shai do?
There ain't nothing wrong with saying that.
Right.
You see? Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Don't let this truth, you know, fully isolate you from things. There are things you can take from this world to apply and to use spiritually.
You have to know how to get the meat and spit out the bones of that what you don't need. And you can do that with a lot of things.
Yep.
You know, but you have to be built up on a certain level of faith in order to even realize that.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And then pray to the Lord. Okay. And I remember an elder, he had said, he was in the spirit, man. He was like, basically, don't trip out. If you're praying for the Lord for patience, don't bitch up, when you get put in a situation where you gotta have patience. You gotta actually like, okay, this is what the Lord, you know what I mean?
Right.
When you pray for wisdom, hey, when you pray for strength, what's the Lord gonna do? He's gonna give you body blows to show you that I've given you strength. You're like, okay. Oh, I'm been strengthened. You see, you gotta be a fighter, man. The Most High is a power of war. Mental war, spiritual war, physical war. You see?
What's that? Verse 16. Got you.
After we go, we still got more beat up in there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yep.
We'll read down the verse now.
Okay.
Right. Back in St. James 1 and verse 3, it says, knowing this.
It says Saint James. Saint.
Right.
Man, we're saints.
We're saints, man.
We got to apply these things, man. I feel like Christianity has been used as a heavy weapon to take away from our righteousness.
Yeah, it is,
It's
man. a tool of Satan.
Yeah, man. John 3:16 is ours, man.
It really is mockery.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get mad when I see churches everywhere, man, because it's bullshit.
Yep.
It's mockery. Man.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro.
Back in St. James 1 and verse 3, it says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work.
Woo! What's that mean? That means when you are being tried, you have to have the spirit of, oh shit, I gotta be patient right now. Don't be hasty. Hey, I said that today. I said, man, I need to apply more patience because the time coming, I'm gonna need to have patience because Satan will be there quick. Satan could be in 100 places at once, but Yahweh Bashim Shai can be in 1,000,000 places at once. You see? So don't allow Satan to cloud your brain. Don't allow Satan to cloud your brain and your spirit, man. You're a spirit. You are an Israelite. Yahweh Bashim Shai has opened you up. You are standing here right now, man. And all this wickedness going on in Satan's seat, you're right here, right now, as well as the other brothers and sisters where they may be, what other brothers teaching right now. Church is in session. And we don't got to wait till Sunday. Church is nonstop. That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It said day and night, it uttereth. Why is the Lord allowing this to happen day and night? Because he's giving you time of mercy and grace to get this meal right now. The kitchen's open for you to be fed. Food for thought.
Right. Verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally.
And that's humble. If you lack wisdom, you have to actually acknowledge, man, I lack wisdom. Please, Abba Nawa Yahweh Bashim Shai, bestow wisdom on me, but not to make me proud, not to puff me up, but to help me so I have stability. Because I know the times are coming where you're gonna try us. I know we're about to be tried. I know that you've accepted me. I'm an acceptable man to go through a furnace of adversity. Wow, what an honor! What an honor, man.
Verse 5, it says, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Nah, man, you got to stand your ground. Don't Florida have a stand your ground law? Well, there's a stand your ground law in this. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Be steadfast and unmovable, that's man. Right. You can feel it in the spirit. I meditate, man. Yeah, when Esau comes in, hey, I believe it in faith, but in the spirit, I'm ready to tell his ass lie. Hell no.
Right.
You can take that and show me where the sun don't shine.
Right, man.
Get bold in with the Lord, man.
Right.
Right. We got a big brother. We got a family, man.
Right, because the Lord is with us, man. And just as I believe it was Elisha and the servant, there's many more with us in righteousness, angels with us than with these wicked ass people, man.
Yep.
And the Lord ain't about to let these people win, man.
Nope.
Now they do all type of wickedness that is shameful to speak about, and we're suffering in the furnace, constantly crying unto the Lord.
Yeah.
So the Lord ain't gonna let they don't win. We win, man.
Yeah.
In the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, we win. Say, and you don't win, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
And none of your wicked ass goons gonna win. There's nothing these people can do to help them, man.
Romans 8 shall death. What shall take? No, nothing. Nothing, man. Hey, Paul's in the spirit.
Yeah.
Don't let these demons try to take you away from the writings of Paul through the Holy Spirit. Paul is an example of a man that was once wicked and now righteous, pouring out the Holy Spirit.
Which is what the Lord wants, because he said, I came not to call the righteous, but the sinners to repent.
Broken hearted.
So he's a perfect example of that scripture. And
Yeah.
that's how we need to be.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Back in St. James 1 and verse 7, it says, For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
Right. Why? Because he's been double-minded. You cannot be double-minded in this thing. You know, which is going to go into it, but that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yep.
You know, if you're wavering, what does that mean? Either you don't believe or do you do believe?
Yeah.
Man? So you have to go to the Lord in great boldness.
Yep.
Just like it tells you in Proverbs, the righteous are as bold as a lion.
Yep.
So when you go to make your prayer, then you're saying you believe that the Most High is dealing with you.
Right.
So why would you do that wavering, man? The Lord ain't gonna respect your prayer.
Shit, even Jake goes to a drive-through line with Faith. He goes there. He don't think they ain't gonna have a double Mac burger.
Right.
He go up there. Yeah, let me get 3 of them.
Yep.
He already know they got it.
Right.
So you gotta be like, you gotta go to the Lord with boldness.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
If a nigga can show up to a drive-through in boldness for a fucking 5-piece without doubting, right?
Yep.
He drives there. He's on E. He know that when he gets there, he's gonna get what he asked for. So you need to know you gonna get what you asked for. Ain't that a saying in the world? You gonna get
What you asked for.
be careful. You gonna get what you asked for.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
Which is what you said earlier. You ask for patience. Don't be surprised when you get it, and then the Lord shows you, like, look, I give it to you.
You're right. Yeah. Oh, I was saying that the other day. You know what I mean? Because I was asking for patience, and now we in a situation where you got to be patient.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So hey, Lord, hey, prayers go up, blessings come down.
Woo!
I got a real quick one. Hebrews 4 and 16 to land back off the point we just made.
Yep. You read it when you got it, brother.
Okay, this is Hebrews 4 and 16. It says, Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need.
Yep.
You can't come wavering, man. You got to be bold in the spirit. You know, I know. And also you got to recall on the past prayers that have been answered, man. You know, because I could just tell you from all the prayers I prayed, the Most High answered them, man.
That's right.
You know, so call lawyer how about
Call lawyer how about
So come boldly and also remind yourself of that and rebuke Satan.
Yep.
Satan, he'll get on your head. Oh, you wicked. Most High ain't gonna hear your prayer. You know the demonic thoughts that you have, man. You know.
Yeah, because ultimately, all Satan is Slugworth to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He was set up by Willy Wonka to try those that he was getting ready to give a kingdom to. You know, because ultimately Satan's just doing his job. So guess what? We got to do ours. But you have to understand that. You know, Satan ain't here to be your friend. All right. But so you got to understand how to handle that, how to handle these demons. You know, these angels, they're angels too, but on the left-hand side, you know, like a cop. What does a cop always say? I'm just doing my job. And he is. He really is. We watch it. I watch videos of people going back and forth with cops. And that's another thing. You can't be emotional. Like earlier, I seen a video of a Jake getting handcuffed and slapped. And Jakes was commenting like, this is angry. And you know what I said? I said, remember the wicked Jakes that brought Yahushua to the Romans.
Right.
So before you get emotional about a wicked ass nigga, remember what they did to Yahushua. It said, Matthew 25-27, let his blood be on us and our children. So understand these things. You got to become spiritually mature. You got to understand these things, man. This is what it's all about. You know? What you got, Mariah?
I looked up the definition of bold in the online etymology dictionary.
You got it.
Okay, and it reads Old English, build, stout-hearted, brave, confident, strong, swift.
Right, boldness. Yeah, you got to be bold, man.
You gotta be strong in the faith.
Yep.
Steadfast.
Yep.
It tells you that in Ephesians. Finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord. Put on the whole armor.
Look at down here. Look,
You know?
fearless. What did Yahushua say? Yahushua told us to be boldness. He told us to be bold. Excuse me. He said, "Fear not them which can kill the body. Fear not them. Don't fear Esau. Don't fear his gun. The Lord wants you to be built up so much that when you see the gun pointed at you, you say no. La'ah. Neo did it. La'ah. Hell no. You know, you can't. You gotta really detach from this world, man. That's what this thing's about. Nothing shall be impossible. You know?
Oh, the mountains.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. You see? Where we at?
Back in St. James.
Yep.
St. James 1, and say go down to verse 9, right?
Yep.
All right. St. James 1 and verse 8, it says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
So that is a good example of that.
Very
One minute
Yep.
he's Hebrews and they got the truth, and the next minute, y'all bitch ass Hebrews, y'all niggas don't know. He's a prime example of a double-minded man, like a woman. Hey, all right, baby, I'm gonna see you at 8. Then 2 hours later, maybe we should schedule. What the fuck happened?
Right.
Double-minded. Because guess what? They're running to and fro in the mind because Satan got their ass. Okay, Satan got both his hands just massaging their brain to whatever he wants to put it as, you know, completely through.
Mm-hmm.
You got to protect your mind and your spirit in this thing, you know.
Verse 9, it says, let the brother of low degree rejoice in rejoice in that he is exalted.
Keep going. 10.
For verse 10, but the rich in that he is made low,
Yep.
because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away.
Right, but the rich, he's going to be made low. Okay, the ones that are winning now through sinning are going to be a laughing stock. You're going to laugh. You know what's going to be funny? When the Lord stars out Cardi B and you actually see the implants and the butt lift and it looks all gross and nasty. It's going to be funny to see when the Lord puts these niggas on a detox. It's going to be funny to see all these fat, loud, heifer-ass Edomites starve to death. That's going to be funny, man. Okay? The mukbangers, the whores, the demons, the warlocks. It's going to be funny to see them going through sleep paralysis while they're awake.
That's right.
It's going to be funny to see witches get chased by their broomsticks. You know? It's going to be funny to see an Edomite getting beat with a Ouija board.
Really?
You know? It's gonna be funny to see you fucking Virgos and cancers, you know, get cancer. Yeah, you know, that's what's gonna be funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mind we gotta have, looking past this, okay? And you know what's crazy? This world is so upside down that you look at crazy for having that mindset. But that's the mindset the Lord wants you to be in, to hate evil and love good. So we're supposed to love brothers. We're supposed to love our elders and apostles. We're supposed to love this truth and hate this world. You know?
This is our life, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our life. And we don't got to go into detail, but hey, we sacrifice. And the sacrificing don't stop, man. Okay? Because we are a living sacrifice, not a dead one. All right? The Lord wants a living sacrifice. You see?
Tried, don't stop either.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your videos get taken down. You get striked. Make a new one. Make a new one. It sucks. All right, make a new one. You have the ability, then you don't get views. So what? The Lord's watching.
Right. Don't stop going.
Right. Because no one watching. Why you need someone to watch? You don't believe the Lord's watching? The eyes of the Lord stare at the sun like Trump did. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Apply these scriptures. Put them on. Put them on as a coat, man. It's getting rainy out here. The day of the Lord is dark. Put on that light. What you want, brother? Hebrews? Or what did Mark call for?
Luke 21.
Okay.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, and verse 19. I'll start at 18. Luke 21, verse 18, it says, but there shall not an hair of your head perish, and your patience possess your soul.
That's heavy. You know why patience? So you should add, why would patience possess my soul? Because here it is. Where is it? Luke 21 and what?
19.
Why would patience possess your soul? Because right now, say Esau's got you. He's got you on the being idled, trying to offer you on the idol.
Mm-hmm.
But here it is. Yahushua is right on his way. He's literally about to walk through the door. And all you got to do is say no for one more minute, one more second.
Right.
But you gave in at that last moment and through. So you got to understand that being patient is going to possess your salvation. You're going to actually be delivered because you suffered to the last moment and then it's fulfilled. It's done. See? That's what it's about, man. Because you can't lean on your own understanding. You can't think, well, right now I need to be delivered. No, the Lord got you where he wants you, how he wants you. For all his reason. My thoughts are higher than yours. We just got put on to this holy doctrine. So now we can't act like Mr. Know-It-all per se when it comes to what the Lord's going to do for us. We just got to have faith in whatever's happening, and he's going to get us when he needs to. He's going to make a way for us to escape. But you can't make him be on your time. That servant in Matthew's blesses the servant. You know? Well, no, there's more, right? You want me to read? Was that it for it? Okay. Okay. So you want to get that real quick in Matthew's? Because are we not servants?
Yes.
You know? Should Jake take pride? Is it 25 or 24?
24.
Don't Jake fucking get a 9 to 5 and his ass is bold with that job. You better, sir, you better look at a Jake that's a security guard. Look at Mike Epps. I'm ready to die for this shit. He said, I'm ready to die for this shit, man.
Right.
So how much more if they're ready to die for something vain, how much more are you ready to die for something eternal? This is it. This is it. This is it. This is actually it. You got it, brother?
Yep. The point is at verse 46, but I'm going to start at verse 42.
Okay.
All right. St. Matthew 24 and verse 42, it says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do come.
This is why your patience possesses your soul, because you don't know when he coming, but you being patient with faith possesses that. So when he gets there, like a woman got a man that goes to jail or an army, but if she ain't patient to wait for him, well, I didn't know if you were dead, because her ass ain't got faith. So she wasn't faithful, so she getting fucked by everybody. So you gonna allow Esau to fuck you, man? Where are you, Yahushai's bride? Act like it. Your own. You ain't got no option, man. You're the bride. You can't go nowhere else. What did Peter say? What did King David say? Where else can we go, man? Where else I can't go nowhere. I always think about where the fuck am I gonna go? We can't go nowhere else. I ain't got nothing else, man. We ain't got nowhere else to go. We gotta be right here. A woman will leave your ass, man. Read that again, Baba Kasha.
Yeah, verse 42 of Matthew 24, it says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do come.
You don't know when your man coming back. All right? We're betrothed. Okay? We're betrothed. And just like the law, because you allowed Esau to pop your ass, hey, you committed spiritual adultery, man. You allowed this nigga to go up in you raw. Jake gonna get popped by Esau, man.
You're supposed to cry out.
Exactly.
And we're crying out.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna keep crying.
Yeah, that's right.
Set a mark upon the foreheads upon them that sigh and that cry.
Yep. You gotta cry, man. You are married. You are betrothed. You have been given to a bridegroom. That's why we gotta be the 5 virgins. Soon as he called, we running. Because see, women right now, for the most part, ain't set up to be a good example that we can use as a faithful woman for what the elect is doing for Yahushai. Okay?
Right, we are that woman.
Right, we are that woman. We are the walking example of being faithful.
Because these women, they're not women. You know, a woman is a female servant.
Yeah. Nope. Right.
Verse 43, and it says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known and had known and what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would have not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Yep.
Therefore,
if you know, like that's why we don't know that time, hour, a day, because we Jake, we are the masters of procrastination.
Yep. Jake will procrastinate. Oh, he's coming back at noon. Okay, I'm gonna sleep until 11:50.
Yep.
Run up.
Yep.
Brush your teeth.
Yep.
Brush your hair.
Yep.
I'm out here.
Yep.
You know, that's what Jake would do.
Yep.
So the Lord, like, nah, I'm not even. You know.
Yep. No, it's right. I want you to be ready every day. Yep. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Yep.
You know, I always think about something happening while we're doing a lesson, because that'd be a blessing. Like it's gonna go into it. Yep. This would be like I always think about something happening. Like, man, just even today, I was just thinking like, man, the Lord could have a fucking explosion happen while we're doing the work, and that'll be a blessing unto us because we're doing the work. You see? Like imagine a man coming home and seeing his wife getting popped. The jealousy is the rage of a man. He says he should scream as a travailing woman. Yahushua gonna beat the shit out of Jake, man. You supposed to be mine. You know? Just like women. When you get with a woman, she's supposed to be yours. She's supposed to be faithful, but we in such a fucking hell that we can't even marvel when her ass trespass against us. Fucking hell, man. So what do? We got to go hard. We got to be the example. We got to be the pillar. We got to be the walking representation of what our people are supposed to be. And it's a full-time job, man. But if we ain't going to do it, then damn, who is? Because brothers are already doing it. Men have already been doing it. So we gotta get in order too, you know?
Right. Verse 44, and it says, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh.
Now why? Now why would it be in an hour we think not? Because that's gonna be Satan whispering in your ear, he ain't coming, he ain't coming, he ain't coming, he ain't coming. I'm gonna tell y'all something heavy, man. Through the Spirit, the Lord has given me what's it called when you know something just before it happens? Premonition. So, but guess what? Guess how I know? Because Satan will say something. I'll be waiting for a brother, and guess what Satan will say? Oh man, his brother's taking so long. And guess what? Through the Spirit, I know, oh, the brother's about to be here. So that's how I know when something's about to go down, because Satan tells me otherwise just before it happens to try to make me go off when it happens. Like it'd be like, oh man, Satan would be like, oh man, the brother taking too long. And in the Spirit, Yahushua make intercession and said, brother's about to be here. And sure enough, brother's at the door. Right. But guess who just was in my ear telling me he wasn't? Shaitan. So Arka Shaitan, man. Right. That's what you got to do. You got to rebuke Satan. You see, and sometimes you can use Satan to your advantage. He exposes himself, so look at it spiritually. You see. So when Satan, when you there in that situation, when you got Esau in front of you, and you got adversity right there, and Satan's telling you to do it, that means Yahushua is about to be there.
Right.
So let Satan expose himself and use it for your advantage. Don't feed into what he's saying, you know?
Verse 45, who then is a faithful and wise servant,
see,
whom his Lord hath made.
It said, who is a wise servant, because he knew, that hour that I don't think he's coming, he's coming.
Right.
So you got to use all these things to your advantage.
That's right. Verse 45, it says, whom his Lord hath made a ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yeah, look at it on a carnal level. All right, you a brother, you got a woman. You know how good it feels when you separate from her for a point of time, but you know you come back, and when y'all get together, you know she ain't been popped by nobody. That makes you love her more when you know that. You see? So how much more Yahushua when he comes and he sees us waiting for him, calling on him, you know? Like when you walk in a room and someone's sticking up for you, you build a bond.
Yeah.
You feel like, wow, because if it's the other way, you feel fucking betrayed, man. So we can't betray Yahushua. Like the rest of these niggas, man. You get that bite, you get that mark, you betraying your power. You cheating on your power. You committed adultery, so that's death. That's death, man. You need to be a faithful servant, you know?
Let's keep going. Thank you, Matthew.
That was good. Right. That was good. I mean, there's more, but that's good. That's what we need. That's what the sheep need to hear. Okay, you got
Rev 16 and 15.
All right, you want to end it on there? Get a couple more.
We can end it here.
Okay.
You have another?
Yeah, I have one more, but after you.
Okay.
This is Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
I got two things to say. A good example of being naked. Look at the women today. Cleavage out, ass out, titties out, belly out, arms out. Everything. They're literally a carnal representation of what they are spiritually. Naked. These women, they represent 2/3 naked. And I want to say this: when you go to Luke 24, Yahushua crept up on his disciples as a thief.
Yep.
He crept up on them, and their eyes were holding. And then he was Cleopas. He was like, man, you don't know what's going on, man. You don't know Yahushua Nazareth. But he crept up on them though. So that's something Jake do. You know, you creep up on somebody. How many times your mom creep up on you doing something stupid?
A lot of times.
So how much more Yahushua?
All right.
So meaning he's gonna come on this world because you don't look for a thief. You're not expecting a thief.
But guess what? That thief, he expecting you. He's been watching you. How else would he know when to move on you? So you have to be spiritually alert. You know, you going to work, that thief rubbing his hands.
Yep.
Oh, he leaves at this time.
Yep.
Come back at that time. Okay.
That happened to me. That happened to me in the world. Of Jake, who's my supposed to be friend, he called me and said, hey, you want to go fishing? I said, nah, man. I just got this new job. Shit, we could chill after. All right, bet. Came home, my whole fucking house was just turned upside down. Man. My own so-called friends in the world. So fuck you niggas.
Right. Fuck you niggas, man.
Steal from us, rob from us, kill from us. Shit, Styles P said it cut niggas, fuck niggas, what niggas. Like that ain't no person I want to be around.
Right.
You brothers, man, we got to really understand that who our people are is not who we to be. That's not who we are supposed to be. What they're doing, we're supposed to be opposite. They are Esau. You see, Jake just get on. We get on our people, and if you notice, Yahweh Shem Shai has been tuning us to get on our people a lot, because they ain't right. You hear the dog barking?
Right.
Yep, that's what we're doing spiritually.
We're barking.
We're that
Yep.
dog, man.
Yep.
That's barking on you.
Yep.
Y'all ain't right. You know.
Yep. Was that it on there? You want to read it again, brother?
I'll read it again.
Okay.
Behold, I come as a thief. You don't know when that thief is coming, but that thief has been watching you, and he's coming because he's getting ready to make a move on you.
Yep.
How would you best believe Yahweh Shai is watching, man? All right, Yahweh Shem Shai says in Amos that the eyes upon the sinful kingdom.
Yep. And it says in Sirach 17, my eyes are continually on their ways.
It says, blessed is he that watches. So you got to watch. All right. And being a watchman, that's the everyday. You got to do that every day, all day, man. You know, you got to constantly watch for the prophecies, and that's going to boost your faith. You know, the apostles always say the reason why a lot of guys fall out because they're not reading, they're not watching, they're not praying, they're not studying.
Yep.
All right. So you don't know the signs of the Lord coming, man. It says, and keep it his garments, which is this truth, this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding. Okay, because if you put it off, it says, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Who's going to see his shame? The fellow, we're going to see your shame, man.
And Yahweh, because the Most High ain't gonna look on nakedness.
Right.
Even you know how much the priest had to cover up. They actually had to make a special garment for their, underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Everything had to be covered. So if you ain't covered, the Lord ain't gonna watch you.
Right.
He ain't gonna remember you. He ain't gonna look on you. He ain't gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's me. Don't touch that. That's mine. That's my anointed." He ain't gonna tell Satan like he said for Job. That proves Job had his garment because he said, "But keep his life," because he could look on him because he had a garment. But you naked, hey, you asked out, literally and spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
You had one, brother. You want to end it?
Yep. This 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 6 to verse 7. And it says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, and need be ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations.
Right. Hey, man, you got brothers that be in heaviness, and Satan will mess with you. Like, oh man, nah, you gotta pray for that brother. Please strengthen that brother, strengthen him, build him up. You gotta understand, you gotta be compassionate. Cause he that don't have no mercy won't get no mercy.
Right.
So you gotta be merciful too with brothers, because you don't know what Satan's doing with them. So that's your job and opportunity to show the Lord that you're a brother.
Yep.
How can you love the Lord and hate a brother? This is a heavy job, man. Okay, this ain't no play by thing.
Yeah, and that's charity. That's actually charity. Like charity can be, calling a brother.
Yep.
Just giving them words of comfort.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All that counts as charity, and just like the brother said, that's boosting your faith as well. And that's your opportunity. That's your opportunity in the movie to show the Lord that you're about this thing.
Exactly.
Right.
Beautiful.
Real quick, quick one. 1 Corinthians 13 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
and it reads, it says, and though I have the gift of prophecy, it's spiritual. We do biblical current events. But what have we been getting to in this current event? How are you building you up to handle?
Like I was just gonna say, can you just start at one?
Yep. This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, right? You gift the gab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just hitting everything, just flowing.
Right. You're good in the Hebrew, you're good in different languages.
Yep. And it says, and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
Which means you're just making noise, but you're not practicing what you're preaching.
Right.
You're making a lot of noise, but
it sound good.
Yeah.
Don't Jake say that?
Yep.
Yeah, it sound good, nigga.
Yep.
Shit sound good, all right. Then when they say all right, you better watch out. Because usually after all right, their pants get pulled up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Start skipping.
Oh, wow. And it says, hey, call all y'all by Shema Shai. And it says, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries, all the breakdowns, right? All this, Adam Abbott, right? It says, and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing.
So you're nothing without charity.
Man.
Charity is part of this. Charity is a great part of the ministry, man. Being a brother, man. What did the Lord say? He said, by this so you know that you are my disciples, by the love that you have for one another.
Right.
Yep.
You know, that's why when we go somewhere through the Spirit, me and these brothers, they see our camaraderie. You know, and they always, you know, they see our light and they know that it's something different about us. But really, it's the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They see that we're about one another.
Yep.
And if you mess with one, you mess with all.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And real quick, I want to get the meaning of the word charity of the online etymology dictionary. And it says late Old English, benevolence for the poor. And it says also Christian love in its highest manifestation.
Woo.
Yeah, so charity, you know, so that's the highest form of showing love towards a brother.
That's it.
You know,
like
my bad, brother. You got it, bro.
I was gonna say, and that could be in a form of counsel. Maybe the brother needs some wise counsel. You know, you don't give him some counsel that's gonna benefit you. You give him some counsel that's gonna benefit the brother for his best outcome. You know, he may need some money. He may just need you to hang out with him.
Right.
You know, sometimes brothers need to get out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just need to vent to someone.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do we have to vent to here? We don't have no one to vent to.
Yeah.
You know.
You say what we go through. If we said that to someone, they would look at us. It'd be a pause, and they would just do a slow blink.
Yeah.
They would do that slow.
Yeah, they would do the Homer. They fall back into the bush.
Right.
All right, let's finish it off.
Like these people, they really don't understand the spiritual attacks we go through. Neither can they.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
1 Peter 1 and verse 7, it says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Hamashiach. You know, and that's plain, you know, but to break it down, to make it, you know, more clear to the listeners, really, you know, right now we're being put through the furnace of adversity, you know, and then, ultimately to be built up, to be deemed more than precious gold, you know?
Yeah. Right, because it's not to destroy us, just as it's written in Baruch. I didn't put you in this predicament to destroy you, but because you were broken through your anger.
Yep.
So I had to whoop you ass.
Yep.
But in the end, I'm gonna bring you out more better off than you were, just as Job.
Yep.
That's right.
You know.
Yep.
That's it.
Brother's good.
I'm good. Yep.
Hey, so Lord's will, you sincere brothers and few sincere sisters were edified and exhorted in the spirit as we were, and we just want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well, and peace and salutations to the Lord's elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.